Hello, my beautiful friends. So, some of you may have noticed that I had uploaded an Aquarius year ahead video, and that was or is the spread that if you order a year ahead forecast from me that you will receive. However, no matter what I do, those spreads are at least 40 minutes. All my clients that have had them will tell you. And it's just too much for me to do those on top of my clients, which obviously come first. And hello, it's almost the end of the month. I have to do January. So these are going to be based by element, right? So this is the fire video. And I will, within the reading, I will break it down into your individual signs. And for once, you guys are going to look at my face instead of the spread. So Spirit, what is the overall lesson? Oh my geez. All right, so this is the overall lesson for all fire signs. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Now, it's important to remember that, you know, we can get kind of agitated about being honest with people when we know they're lying, right? And even if we know people are bold-faced lying to us, like, you know someone's lying. If you're being truthful in this scenario, one, you can make a clear discretion on whether or not you're going to continue to deal with that behavior. And two, you have to know that regardless of how fraudulent those people, that person, or whomever is being, they will get theirs and you will be in the clear. Okay, so please remember, honesty is the best policy. Okay, fire signs, honesty is the best policy. So for Aries individually, we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So, you know, we're always all in such a rush to get into more intimate relationships. However, the most intimate relationships are really friendship. And I don't think that any of us collectively really spend enough time harvesting and harnessing those kind of relationships anymore. Just, you know, it's just not something that we focus on, especially as we get older. So Aries for 2018, you know, by March, I think it might slide back in due to a retrograde. But by May, the latest, Uranus will finally be out of your signs. There is no more jarring wake-ups calls or anything like that. So let's see, Spirit, what is the big energy that Aries is being asked to release in 2018? Ah, interesting. We have the Hermit, the Emperor, and Justice. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. You cannot continue to live in your own world, Aries. With the Hermit here, right, and the Emperor, your card, it's essential that you understand that though there's a lot to gain through being alone and through living life on just your accord, right? Your rules, your lessons, the things that you want to do. And if you look at the way these cards play out, the Emperor's kind of side-eyeing the Hermit. There's only so much growth that can happen in isolation. Isolation has its place. Hello, I'm a Virgo. Isolation has its place. However, you have to have trust, the Justice, that you will be treated fairly and that things will turn out in your favor if you put yourself out there. And also if you're being willing to compromise. Again, with friendship as your overall theme and honesty, you have to be honest about how your friendships feed your spirit, okay? Because you're getting an opportunity this year, or rather you've had an opportunity to really learn all these things. You've been a student, okay? So you have to believe and have faith that you've learned enough in isolation and that it's really time to come out of your shell, okay? Because this is the energy that you're leaving behind in 2018, preferably in the first 2 months, right? Because we want to step into our ultimate power. But Aries, you know, you're so free that can actually make you strict, okay? Because you have your own ideas about how life is supposed to go, and anyone that tries to kind of contain your fire, you find that very, like, invasive. So just trust what comes up for you. Yeah, we just had the Queen of Cups and the Chariot come up. So for me, this is your major energy of 2018. So dare to really, like, get in your feelings this year, okay? The progress that you're wishing to make, the progress that you're looking to really dive into and advance through is going to come through empathy, I also see you really listening this year. Again, not that you don't listen already, but it can't always be go, go, go. I see you listening to other people. Even though you're going to embody some qualities of the Queen of Cups, I mostly see this as you listening to Queen of Cups type people, understanding that slowing down actually can be a victory in and of itself. Look, and we got the Three of Cups, which is the friendship card, with the 10 of Wands. So it doesn't have to be an uphill battle with your friends. Everyone is different, and that's a gift, okay? So I see you really thriving through variety this year, Aries, and through all those paradoxical experiences, you learn that your way may work for you, but there's still things that you can learn from others, okay? The primary love energy that we have coming through for Aries for 2018, Spirit, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, love 2018. This is why I don't usually shuffle on camera, because my spirit guides take their sweet time. Okay. Oh, see, we got the Chariot again. Ooh, we got the 10 of Wands. Okay. So, with the Chariot, right? Traditionally Cancer's card. It's not easy to bear the weight of your own emotions. And I think that's why fire signs, especially, you know, just rather would burn it up and get it over with quick. But the victory, right? The forward motion, the long haul, okay, that you're looking for. Okay, it's not going to come on your time. It's going to come on Spirit's time. And the more you push it to be on your time, the heavier it's going to feel, okay? So let things rock. Let people be who they're going to be. If you want people to let you be who you're going to be, then you need to let other people be who they're going to be. Now, again, that doesn't mean you're allowing people to disrespect you or, you know, waste your time. However, there's something that we can learn for everybody. The best love that we can ever engage in is friendship. Because, you know, if we can't love someone unconditionally and, again, allow them to be who they are, how can we expect other people to accept us for who we are? Spirit, what is the main energy in 2018 around Aries finances and career? See, they didn't have to think about that very hard. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. So everything that you thought you needed within your career as related to money. Ooh, and I just cut the deck again and I got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so basically, I don't see this Ten of Swords as an ending as much as I see it as you realizing that every time you think you know what's best or exactly how things are going to go, again, you realize it's not. Because the Hanged Man, aside from that relating to needing to, again, yield to the fact that it's not on your time, okay, this also calls for a different perspective. Okay, you need to have a different perspective. Ooh, and actually, the Hanged Man is a 12, and then you have the 10 and 2 aces, which is a 12. So, again, we have the number 3 highlighted here. You definitely need to let other people help you. I don't think that you're going to be able to achieve the victories that you want to achieve or you're planning for yourself alone. Okay? I definitely see you needing the help of others. Rather, not needing, but just allowing. Allowing other people to help you, allowing other people to have an opinion that you'll listen to, like, for real. Not just listening like, oh yeah, I hear you. Listening and ingesting it. Okay, so this year, Aries, make sure you're not listening to respond and you're really listening to absorb, okay? As well as know that through your ability to surrender over your thought process, the way that you typically approach an issue or a problem, which I feel is typically more aggressive, by yielding, okay, by surrendering to Spirit. You will be gaining clarity like that by not rushing, by being in the now, because all answers come in the now. We don't have any other time or space but now that we can actually tap into fully. So in order to gain the clarity, in order to reconnect with yourself in the truth, right? Because for me, the Ace of Cups is truth. right? Not only is it friendship, not only is it resurgence of love, it is truth. Because love is always truthful. Okay? In order to gain the clarity in the heart-centered truth, you just need to yield. Okay? But be okay with yielding. It's not like stopping the flow just because you have no other choice. I mean, you kind of have no other choice. Yeah, I just cut the deck again and I got the Emperor. So if you want to, you have to approach things differently this year, Aries. What has worked for you in the past will not work for you. Not that it will bring you like terrible, outcomes, but it's just not going to work the same. Your friends are your best allies. Open your ears, okay? You have a lot to gain from the people around you. Your overall vibrational alignment advice for the year: I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. We would never go as far as to say that the behavior of others is responsible for the way you feel, because you have the power to focus and therefore attract, despite the behavior of others in your environment. If every time you see something unwanted, you realize that in the same moment, your awareness of something wanted is keener, and you quickly turn your attention in that direction of the newly emphasized wanted, everything in your experience will improve. So, I definitely see this also as not complaining, Aries, okay? Don't complain this year. There's really no purpose to it. Again, obviously feel your feelings and get things out, but you will not benefit from being reactionary in the same way that you have in the past. Again, Uranus is leaving your sign, okay? So you need to be honest with yourself. Okay, you need to be honest with yourself on what ways you've resisted change, in what ways that you've been stagnant and kind of stuck in your ways, as well as in what ways other people are not being honest with you. And as much as you want to fault them for it and blame them for deceiving you, you are the only one that holds the real truth barometer. You allow what you allow in your life. So once you know what's up, anything that happens from there is on you. Okay? All right, Leo. Your overall energy, aside from honesty, is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. How beautiful is that? Because hello, you're ruled by the sun, and like, it's really that simple. A lot of spiritual advice can sound so obscure and difficult to apply, but at the same time, it sounds so simple that it sounds silly and impossible. But it really is that. And make sure you don't confuse, Leo, being happy with being comfortable. They definitely feel different, okay? Oh, wow, you guys got the Queen of Cups, too, with the Ten of Swords. So don't hold back your feelings this year, Leo. It's going to be essential that you're honest about how you feel. Also, don't let people get you into your feelings too much. I'm almost feeling like it's a necessary... Like, you're going to take a necessary trip into your feelings this year. However, you don't want to be glued there, okay? Spirit, what is the energy that Leo is being asked to release? Okay, we only got one card. In 2018. Woo, we got the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Death card. With the Emperor. And the Fool. Okay, so... Listen, Leo, this can be business relationships primarily because the Emperor is here. However, overall what I'm feeling, because definitely, Leo, your December energy was all about relationships of all types. If you really want things to change, like big, right? Big changes, right? The Death card. This is ready or not, here I come type energy. You can't have... No, just kidding. So, if you really want things to change for real, like change in a way that they never go back to what they were. Again, in business, in friendships, in love, in family dynamics, you need to be willing to not be this stoic individual who just knows better. Okay, similar to Aries, the Emperor, he may have it all, right? He may have it all figured out. He may have these rules and, he's got his coin and he's comfortable and whatever, but he's also lonely. Because even though technically he's married to the Empress, You know, does he really look happy to you? Does the Emperor look happy to you? Because he looks aggy to me. He looks agitated. So, oh, look, behind the Emperor was the Three of Swords, and behind the Fool is the Star. So, whether you know it or not, the rigidity you hold in relationships, this idea of like, well, this is what I like or this is what I need, whether you have created these standards based on the fact that previous times that you have applied or allowed other things, they went awry, or you're still approaching things the way you always have and you've never seen better results, there's a need to recognize that your inability, or rather reluctance, to meet someone else halfway, again, in any scenario, or rather, if you push away people that are trying to meet you halfway, it is creating more harm than good. It is making you more bitter, I feel, okay? And if you really want to reignite yourself into faith, if you really want to start believing, right, in a new beginning and believing in changes, then you have to be willing to let everything go, the Fool. The Fool carries no baggage, okay? He's the complete opposite of the Emperor. The Emperor is full of rules, okay? The Emperor is indoctrinated, okay? He's extremely ritualistic. He's the kind of guy, and obviously, or a girl, that has like a schedule that he or she won't bend for anybody. It's like you can meet someone that like literally blows you away, or find an opportunity that blows you away, but you're like, well, I go to work at this time every day. I have to watch my show at this time every day. Then I have to go to the gym. Then on this day, I have to go to the dry cleaners. Like, it's very strict and regimented. The Fool is the complete opposite. Let go of your inhibitions. Allow faith to flow. And you will finally see the transformation that you've been yearning. Okay, so let go of your rules in relationships. Okay? Because if you were so happy with how the rules and standards you had for relationships were functioning already, then you wouldn't need to remember that being happy is the method of direction, right? Is your compass. All right. So now we have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So there's going to be a lot of decisions that you need to make this coming year, Leo. Okay, and you're going to have to think fast and think on your feet. Yeah, we just got the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel primarily this is more business related as well as family related. If you're looking to build like generational wealth, or, you know, you have a family and you want to make things more structured. When this part of the deck wanted to cut, and underneath it was the Nine of Cups. So it's essential, again, to remember what happiness feels like to you and how it registers in your body. Because when you're presented with the multiple crossroads that are coming for you this year, Leo, it's going to be essential that you don't waste time mulling it over, again, because you're stuck in your Emperor ways. Okay, you have to let your intuition in. You have to let things flow. Because if you want to make your dreams come true, if you want that personal gratification that you've always been yearning for, you're going to need to speak your mind ASAP, okay? And that will yield you a lot of financial comfortability. And this was right behind it. This will also bring you closer to your goals, the goals that you have set out a while ago, okay? And look, this is so beautiful. Behind the Wheel of Fortune is the Four of Wands. So if you're looking to buy a new home, move out of like the apartment you're in with roommates and move into a different situation, something like that. If you're looking to do something with real estate, or just overall creating a homey environment or feeling at home in your life, because we can, you know, not feel at home in the place that we call home for a long time and not really realize it or not know what to do about it. But change is coming, okay? But you have to make those snap decisions. I feel that is super important. You need to know what happiness is to you. You need to be willing to listen to that and not seek any external validation. Just heed it at the drop of a dime, okay? So when people come in and offer you business proposals or new jobs or promotions or whatever, you need to let those words permeate your spirit and register immediately and make the call, okay? Spirit, what is the energy for Leo in love in 2018? All right, we have the Ten of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Oh, Leo. Leo, Leo. Split the deck, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Well, the good news is, Leo, honestly, I think it's really about your money this year. I think it's really about your money. And in some situations, I think you're going to learn the hard way if you decide to be stubborn, okay? I do see you putting an end to third-party situations. I don't see this as you being deceived, per se. If you are deceived by someone, you will have ignored red flags, okay? No deception ever comes straight out the blue. Rare. Rare. Okay? Also, for those of you that are in happy relationships, obviously this is a totally different story, but you may be at a distance from your partner or feel distance from your partner, or due to you trying to figure out what makes you happy, or because of your rigid schedule that you have yet to, what's the word I want to use? Like adjust to allow other people into your life, that keeps you away from them. Okay? Because there's this feeling of separation, but not necessarily a breakup separation. It's like I just can't get there. Okay? So, Leo, really lean on your friends this year. And again, remember the overall fire sign lesson is honesty. I can't always expect truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So if you find out that anyone has been being dishonest with you and has just been deceiving you, don't beat yourself up about it. It's a waste of energy. You just need to move forward and take it for what it is and find the lesson. Okay? If you're getting a feeling that you're in a third-party situation, you know, call it out. Call it out. As well as if you're in a third-party situation, know that you will get, like you're the one that is creating a third-party situation. Know that you will get called out. I'm also getting the feeling here that, like, if you're trying to just date for fun, which there's nothing wrong with this, but if you're just trying to, like, date the field and the women or the men that you're dating don't really know, like, that's your objective, to just play around, you have no interest in relationship, I don't think that's going to pan out very well for you. I think you're going to find that it wastes a lot of your energy and time. Because the Seven of Swords for me, more than anything, is not necessarily deception or theft as much as it is the you played yourself card. Like, you wasted your time, you wasted your energy. Mind you, those two, okay, see how these two swords are sitting here? And we just had this Two of Swords come up as the focus for the year. I really think relationships primarily this year. Love relationships. Again, if you're in a healthy relationship, then that's a different story. I'm talking about people that are dating and looking for love. I think there's a really good chance this year that relationships have a higher propensity than before to be distracting in your ability to make decisions. Okay? As well as I think that they will steal more energy than not. Okay? And with the Five of Pentacles here, I just feel this energy of, like, it's going to be difficult to get close to people. Yeah, I just cut the deck, and again, I got the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Five of Swords. So I think people are going to have a hard time getting close to you, and or you're going to have a hard time getting close to people. I just feel a lot of distance. I just feel a lot of distance. And doesn't matter which way this plays out, because obviously this is a general reading for a year. Like, this is long. But just know that what is for you will never pass you by. Okay? And sometimes it's really just time to get money, and sometimes it's really just time to focus on ourselves, and, like, you deserve that, Leo. Okay? But also, don't string anybody along. Okay? Please don't string anybody along, because you will pay the price for it. Okay? You will pay the price for it. Wow, this Ten of Swords is dying to come up. I didn't even ask another thing. I think you'll be surprised at what ends this year. You may end friendships this year that you didn't anticipate. as well as thought processes and the way that you think about relating to other people. Okay. Spirit, what is the overall energy for career and finance for Leo for 2018? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. 2018. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Some of you may be leaving your job this year. You would not, this is not the energy of being asked to leave. You would be leaving on your own accord to pursue something that you actually have an emotional investment in. Okay? Because the 6 of Swords is about moving away from a difficult situation. And let's be honest, deciding to be self-employed or stepping from full-time to part-time or going from salary back to hourly or whatever. Okay, those kind of dynamics. It's hard to take that kind of gamble on yourself. It's scary. It's scary. Making those kind of decisions that feel so permanent, like you can't undo them. It is scary, but it is a very, very, very worthy journey, Leo. Okay, this is about coming into your power and, you know, paving your own path. Okay, because what you really desire for yourself, nobody else can give you. You have to create it. You have to go out and get it. Whew. All right. If you really want to feel financially secure, you need to take risks. And they're going to require you, 8 of Cups, leaving behind old emotional attachments on what you feel is best or what you feel is safe or what you feel is destined for you. Okay? Like, because we all have plans. All right? We all have plans. However, we're on divine time, not human time. So when the opportunity arises, it will call you to a higher spiritual knowing. Okay, 8 of Cups talks about leaving behind energy that no longer serves you and really having to step up and step into the unknown. Okay, he's marching into black night. Okay, he's just following the moon, his intuition. And that will be a journey that takes some time. This isn't as slow as the Knight of Pentacles. However, the Knight of Cups is creative. Okay, he's inspired. But he's a little cautious, but rightfully so, and his heart is in it, okay? So it's time for you to move with your heart and your money, all right? That's where the money's at. Following your heart is where the money is at, and honestly, relationships that are solely romantic, I don't see them being super beneficial this year, especially if you are just dating in the field, or you know, things have not been good in your current relationship. So the vibrational advice we have for you is our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. When you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and the well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior and will not, unless you give your attention to it, you become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. So similar to what I said for Aries, it is important that you let people be who they're going to be, okay? And follow the beat of your own drum. Don't get distracted by people, whether they're trying to distract you or, you know, I just really feel like other people are going to be a distraction for you overall. Leo, if you're really trying to figure out what makes you happy and if you're on the right path and what that happiness feels like, know that you'll never find it in another person. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? Happiness always comes from you, and happiness doesn't come from you following the exact rigid plan that you have for yourself. It really comes from you being able to listen to your heart, feel into your feelings. Like literally, I'm feeling it's going to hit your body. Okay? You're going to feel it in your physical body. But your dreams can come true and pay financially this year, Leo, but you have to leave every distractive behavior, especially if people, like if you have friends that tend to do a lot of drugs or drink or just do things that don't really jive with your long-term vision, I think you're going to find that deterring this year. All right, Sagittarius, your overall energy for the year is surrender. I can release my need to control. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, Sagittarius, you've been getting your butt kicked for the last 2.5 years, but Saturn is leaving like tomorrow, moving into Capricorn. So it is safe, like, hello, the Lord of Control is leaving your sign. And it's safe for you to go back to your fun, loving, sometimes extreme ways, okay? I think maybe October of 2018, Jupiter, your home planet, is going to come into your sign. And that's when things will really turn up for you, because it's like you're going to get a chill period for most of the year. And then things are just going to gas right back up again. But just similar to what I was just telling Leo, excuse me, I drank too much coffee. Similar to what I was telling Leo, we're not on anyone's plan, but the divine plan, okay? As much as we try to control and we want things to be just so, right? We have to be able to recognize what is for us when it appears, okay? And we can only do that through self-knowledge and self-alignment and being present, okay? Spirit, what energy is Sagittarius being asked to let go of and leave in 2017 as we walk into 2018? What energy must Sagittarius release as we walk into 2018? Wow. Interesting. We have the Page of Wands with your card in the bottom of the deck, Temperance. 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Okay, so if you've been wanting a child, it's kind of like that classic saying, like, the second you stop trying, it'll happen. So that message is for somebody. If you've been wanting to start a new business or you've been getting flooded with a lot of ideas, know that Saturn was restricting you. You don't need to be patient anymore, but also don't fight the healing process, okay? Also, don't fight your family. If your family is not in alignment or doesn't really understand like what you want or what you need out of life, you need to respect that that's just them. Again, surrender. You need to understand that there's nothing to fight against, okay? Let people be who they're going to be. If you want to thrive as who you are, you need to also let other people be who you're going to be. Okay? Because Temperance, right? Your card is about patience, healing, alchemy, being able to take what you have and mold it into something else. 5 of Wands, struggle and strife, feeling like you need to compete for what is yours. 10 of Cups. You never have to struggle for happiness, Sagittarius. Ever. You never, ever, ever have to struggle for happiness. Look, I just cut the deck where the 10 of Cups is, and we got the 7 of Swords. You will play yourself if you're out here trying to out-hustle or out-maneuver somebody else for your dream relationship, your dream business deal, your just dream ideal situation. Okay? You do not need to fight for anybody or anything, okay? Especially, hello, when Jupiter comes back into your sign. Like, I mean, I've noticed as a Virgo sun and rising, and I have a Scorpio moon, I got the blessings of Jupiter as when it got to like the last 5 degrees of my sign, and then like 4 months into the next sign. So don't rush. All in due time. The benevolence will reign supreme. I know you've been feeling like you've been under lock and key for quite some time, and you're just ready to, let it rain. Knight of Swords with the 9 of Cups, okay? Speak it into existence. Whatever you wish and yearn for, just say it. Just start speaking it out. Just get used to talking like you already have the things that you want. So instead of saying like, I want $10,000. I want a new business opportunity. I want a family. It's like, I have an amazing family that I love and appreciate. I have a financial savings account, or I have a financial situation that makes me feel comfortable and secure. Okay? I have a business that I love working on and working towards every day. Every day I wake up and I feel purposeful. It does not matter if you wake up every day and want to cry. Okay? Eventually it will stick. All right. Spirit, what is the overall love energy for Sagittarius in 2018? What is the overall energy for love 2018? Damn. Y'all fire signs in this 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. The Star. and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. The idea, right? The passionate offer that you have been wanting will not come until you surrender into faith. Okay, this is love, right? I said love. The passionate opportunity, or even if you're trying to rekindle something with someone that you already have children with, or if you're trying to have children in your current relationship, it's really important you let go of all your expectations and the way that you've talked about your expectations of love, the way that you've talked about this Ten of Swords is really feeling for me like you need to stop speaking negative things, stop using sarcasm, things like that. Just talking down on yourself and your situation. You need to speak on your situation as if it's already exactly how you imagine and desire. With the Star here, you need to really have faith and be willing to be vulnerable, okay? If you're not willing to put yourself out there, right? If you're not willing to really bare your soul, how are you ever going to get something that really rocks your world, okay? And with the Temperance here, again, know that good things to come to those who wait, okay? That's the phrase that came to me. Be willing to be patient. Relationships require moderation. Relationships require compromise, especially if they're going to go the distance. Yeah, I just cut the deck and I got the Eight of Swords. So know that the only enemy that you ever face is yourself. Okay, so the only person or situation or energy that's blocking you from having what you want is you. Okay, so you thinking that you can't have it because you haven't had it yet. Seven of Cups. Okay, so don't be confused on what it is you want. Don't start just dabbling in whatever because that's what's available. Okay, set your standard and hold yourself to that. Jesus. Excuse my language, I think. I don't think I asked what was the most what's the most prominent energy for Sagittarius in 2018? What is the overall prominent energy in 2018? Oh, yes! The Wheel of Fortune and the World. Talk about ending a massive cycle. Yes, in Ace of Pentacles. So, woo! Changes. Okay, everything is happening. You guys love when I sing. Everything is happening, and it's all coming, okay? But you are not going to recognize it. So again, you do not need to fight for anything or push for anything. Surrender your need to control. When in doubt, surrender. I had an amazing, well, I still have an amazing teacher who's an Aries. She always would tell me to surrender when I was beginning on my personal path. And I still have to remind myself that, but it is hands down one of the most important spiritual practices that we can give ourselves. Letting go, okay? When you have the ability to put something out of your mind, it really erases all blocks or pressures you have on it, and it just comes. Two of Cups with the Four of Cups. I just get the vibe here of, again, not settling for anything just because it's offered to you, okay? Only allow, or rather reciprocate in situations where you really feel you're matched. Jesus. See, my spirit guides be jumping. Spirit, what is the overall financial and career energy for Sagittarius in 2018? We got the Star again. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. Nine of Cups. Seven of Wands. Okay, so again, I think it's a Frank Sinatra song. Dream a Little Dream for me. Definitely a 50s, 60s song. That song just came in my head as far as the Star goes. Your biggest dreams can come true. Okay, they can come true this year. But vulnerability and trust. Trust. Again, what is faith without surrender? You know? Four of Swords. Relax your mind. You don't have time to drudge up any old pain this year. You don't have time to be worried or concerned about what people's motives are or anything like that. You need to just mentally, you know, that's not where the activity is happening. Okay? And when you let go of all those extra thoughts, you start to believe in your dream. You start to believe in the wish come true. The Star with the Nine of Cups together is really a double down message of you can have everything you ever wanted. but you need to stand firm on your boundaries. You need to stand firm on the morals and the values that really align with you, okay? Because I feel like you're going to get opportunities where people will be able to question if they can kind of like catch you slipping, or if they can make you for once like, oh, I know they said they want this, this, and this, but I'm going to offer them this, and maybe they'll take it anyways. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. And let's get you a vibrational alignment card for 2018, Sagittarius. Interesting. This is the card number 1 in the deck. My life is about my relationships. You will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of your relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive or notice or know is something because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you could not exist at all. Wow. Whew. So, surrender and be grateful for everything that you do and you don't experience, whether it is exactly what you wanted or the complete opposite. Okay? I love you all. It has been my pleasure, and so many blessings for 2018.